What's up, guys? My name is Dejik Sheep, and I haven't made a video in a while. I got a lot of stuff ready to go, but I wanted to quick do a video right after my locals so I can kind of spit this out and say hi. I went to locals, I took a deck, I took second at my locals, and it was really weird. There was a lot of weird matchups, but I took Lunalights. This is a deck I'm trying to learn for the sake of me because it looks really fun, but it's my little brother trying to make the deck right now, as well as one of my friends. So I wanted to see what advice I could offer, but I wanted to take the deck pretty seriously. So I took it to the tournament, and I did not expect this much from the deck. It's definitely lacking in some areas, but honestly, some of that is just because I don't have enough for the deck. But even with what I do have, it did amazingly. The only matchup that I seriously struggled with that I lost, I only lost one, and that was up against Domain Monarchs. And honestly, both games, he 2-0'd me, but both games, I got him within 1,000 life points. I just needed a little bit more, and I think that could honestly be fixed with just a little bit more consistency, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But quick, let's start the deck profile. I played 3 Black Sheep, can never see this card enough. Being able to search polymerization is so insanely important in this deck. Definitely 3 of, although I think that's a little bit obvious. Definitely 3 Lunalight White Rabbit. Being able to but return as many back row cards as you want. That's how that works, right? Yeah. Just being able to get rid of all that so you don't have to worry about it is so good in an OTK deck. There's a lot of back row hate in this deck, but this is enough to the point where you can use your back row hate defensively and use this offensively, and it's honestly enough. So 3 of, incredibly good. And also that revive effect, really fast, really good. This deck is really quick and loose. Purple Butterspy, or Butterfly rather, but Butterspy is its own thing. Definitely 3 of, in my opinion, because the 1,000 attack point gain more than once per turn, so good. I used that definitely once, and I think it got me game. I definitely had to use this as fusion fodder a little too much for my own comfort, and I think that can be fixed with consistency, because if I didn't have to use it for fusion fodder, I would have had the extra 1,000 attack points, and I would have won the game. So definitely an important 3 of. 3 Blue Cat, honestly, not as important as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely doubling the attack point is really good. It's how I almost beat Domain Monarchs game 2. I was able to double my attack points and then hit, and it was really close. It was a really close game, but Domain Monarchs just have so much consistency with being able to top deck one of like 20 cards. So, yeah. I think I would do well to maybe side better or get a little bit more consistency so I can get off that OTK. Lunalight Tiger. I played this at 3, and I saw it a little too much. The fact that it's searchable with other cards, and maybe later I might drop this down to 2, but it was alright at 3. It was definitely alright. It's like okay fusion fodder. It got MST'd once, so that was handy. Protected me for a little bit. But, I don't know. There's better stuff you can do. I feel like Lunalight Tiger, good at 3. I think it would be better at 2. I did play Wolf at 2. Because it was too big, I feel like it would be too clunky. But I'm starting to think that being able to fuse from the grave may be more important than I thought. I might have underestimated that. And someone's probably looking at me going, yeah, duh. But, you know, I took a guess. I tried to think it out. And I tribute summoned it once. So I could hit over a couple things. I just don't want to see 2 of this in my hand is the thing. I don't want to see 2 of it. And I'm a little too scared that's going to happen. But I think when I fix the deck's consistency problems, it's still going to be just fine at 2. So I'm going to leave it here for a while and see how that goes. That's it, honestly, for the monsters. 3 poly because duh, it's a polymerization-based deck. 2 fusion tag. Might bump that up to 3. I saw it just enough to make it important. Maybe another one would have been handy, but maybe it would have clogged my hands. So maybe I'll switch out Tiger for it. I'm not entirely sure. 1 Tenki because I only have 1. I definitely going to drop in another. Probably going to play Tenki instead of Allure of Darkness. This came in clutch though, so maybe I'll play Tenki and Allure. but I feel like being able to search is a little bit more important than being able to draw and then having to banish. So we shall see what happens. Played Max C. Max C definitely worked in my favor a couple times. I only have the one. I'm probably going to get my hands on another if I can. But we'll see. Definitely 3 MST. I used that pretty defensively this today. And defensively. Because if you don't see White Rabbit, MST, good enough. It worked fine. It's definitely perfect at 3. I definitely don't want to play Twin Twisters to discard combo material, but maybe if I play Wolf more, if I play Wolf at 3, or if I get Wolf more consistently, maybe I'll play Twin Twister instead of MST. That's just my thinking. 3 cards that I did not, that I either didn't see or didn't want to see, and I'm going to go into why in a second, once I'm able to clear some of this off. Mass Change 2. This is definitely going to be good against some decks. Not great against others. I'm probably going to leave this in just to see if it gets the deck enough. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I only played it at 1. Maybe if I focus more on Masculine Darklaw, then it'll be something. But right now, it's not. It didn't do me any good. Second was Foolish Burial. I don't think there's any major card other than frickin' Butterfly that benefits from being in the grave, unless I have. It was a combo card that I thought might be interesting if I have like this and a tiger in hand, but it didn't come in handy. In fact, it bricked my hand a little bit once or twice, and I would have preferred to have something else. So I'll probably take that and maybe replace this with once I get another Tenki. And then another card that I just dropped in for fun, just to see if I could pull some dick moves. Creature Swap. I just wanted to see. I wanted to try. Creature Swap, it feels like it would be really good if you can get like a low attack monster and just attack it twice with your own thing. I don't know. I feel like it would be good, and I'm going to leave it in until I have good enough reason to take it out. It just seemed funny to me, so I wanted to try it. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for spells. For traps, Lunalight Reincarnation Dance. It was all right. It didn't. I don't think I played it. So I can't say anything about it. Being able to search 2, that's, yeah. Being able to search 2 is fine. It's actually really good because it can bring it back in some cases, but I don't know. I don't know enough. I haven't seen enough playtesting with this card to say one way or another. Obviously, Bottomless, Breakthrough. I played plenty of stun here. And then in addition to that, 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. Breakthrough skill came in really, really clutch. So did Compulse. Although obviously it's not great against the meta right now because there's a lot of stuff that can be targeted. I didn't see a Cosmo deck today. And the Domain Monarchs, I didn't see this card anyway. I think I sided it out. And then Bottomless Trap Hole, just always good. I play that in like every deck I've ever played, so. so clutch. This was amazing in this deck. Especially if you can get out Wolf. And then 2 Call the Hunted, utterly useless, honestly. Didn't need it, too slow. Gonna take him out for something else. Maybe more stall. Maybe another Allure, I don't know. It wasn't enough. The extra deck was really hastily put together because I got there like 30 minutes before we started. So, what was it? 3 Cat Dancer. I think I'm going to keep that. Anyway, 3 Panther Dancer. Probably don't need 3. Maybe 2 will be fine. I don't know. 2 Leo Dancer. That's probably fine. Only ever used it. You know, I never had 2 at once, but maybe if they... I don't know. I feel like having at least 2 of each is important. Definitely 3 Cat Dancer, though. Because if you can get out 2 Cat Dancer, you can go into Big Eye, or Odd Eye's Absolute Dragon, or Flare Metal. And if you go into this and they destroy it, you can get out Odd Eye's Vortex Dragon, as well as Sky Cavalier Centuria and Dark Law. This is pretty good. Got me out of a couple things today, so definitely play this. Definitely play this. And And if you're playing more than 2, Cat Dancer, play 1 or 2 rank 7s. These are just the ones I found in like a minute and a half. So I stole from my Odd Eyes deck. And that was the extra deck. Is 14 cards. I didn't even have a 15th. I couldn't think of anything else to put in. Maybe I'll drop an Effect Veil and play a weird Synchro. I don't know. My side deck, pretty simple, although I got some fun stories to tell with this, so I'm gonna do that quick. It was 15 cards. The empty, I traded this away. It was a Mask of Restrict. I only have one, and I've literally never played it. Literally never played it. And honestly, whenever I would need 2 to make it good. You need to play 2 if you play a Floodgate, and I like what I got in return. I got a Regeki in return, and I don't have a Regeki, and that's probably going to go in my Odd Eyes deck, and that's going to be really handy. I played Magic Deflector and Magical Cylinder. This actually, I would have won had this not got Twin Twistered. I would have won against Monarchs, and I'm a little salty about that. Magic Deflector definitely helped. That was really, really handy. I like it. I'm probably going to keep playing it. Royal Decree, something I like against Tellarknights. There was a guy playing Tellarknights today. Imperial Iron Wall, because I was afraid I'd see Cosmos, but nobody played it today. Anti-Spell Fragrance, because Anti-Spell Fragrance, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have even played this had I been up against something else, because I need my spells. But it's just, I have the same side deck for everything, so... Soul Drain in case I was up against BAPK, because there was someone playing that today, but I didn't see him. Prohibition. Okay, this card. I swear to God, this came in insanely clutch. I was able to beat Psyframes because of this card. He had 4 back row. No, he had 2 back row. He had eventually got 4 back row. But the only reason he wasn't able to fight against me was because Brick didn't pull enough of his gears, and just his only defense I knew was Drowning Mirror Force. So I prohibitioned Drowning Mirror Force, and that saved me. I kid you not, for like, it had to have been like 5 of his turns before he got something out of it. I think he went into Yazi, and I just didn't care enough. Because I still wound up winning that, so it was hilarious. Prohibition, Drowning Mirror Force, so good. Twin Twisters, just in case there was something weird and I really wanted it. 1 day a piece in case I ever went first, which I never went first. No one ever made me go first, which was a big mistake on their part. And then I love this card. I got this off so many times against Psyframes to clog their field, but I didn't see it once. I did not see it once against Tellarknights, and I played 3! And I hate so much this card. Granted, it did do good against Psyframes, and it does do good against any major XZ deck right now, but I never see this card when I need it, even at 3, and I'm beyond salty. And then there was the Mask of Restrict. But yeah, that was the deck, and I really insanely enjoyed it. It just needs a little bit more. It needs a little bit more searching, which is why I'm going to go and try the Odd Eyes variant. The Odd Eyes variant looks like it could do a lot with this deck, so we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm going to try that in some casual playtesting, but there's no real... When I casually playtest with friends, I don't playtest online, so I'm not going to be able to play this against like Cosmos or BAPK anytime soon, but right today was a very, very good sign for the deck, and I enjoyed it a hell of a lot. I would recommend this deck to anybody who enjoys fusions, anybody who's just getting into the game and trying to learn new mechanics, because you don't really even learn you don't use pendulum summons in this deck, at least the way I was playing it. I'm sure you would in other variants, but it was definitely beyond handy. And yeah, I'd recommend the deck. Let me know what you think. Have you played Lunalights before? Do you have any recommendations? Because obviously I'm playing some optimal stuff, but I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys want to see soon. I'm going to get a deck profile on the DDDs. Someone asked for that, and I'll get that soon once we hang out again. But I don't see that happening within another week. So it'll be a little while before I can get that out. But in the meantime, I do have some very opinion-oriented videos that I'm going to start working on. And I'm really excited to actually start working on those rather than just writing them. I'd have some research I need to do for one, but you'll see that when it comes out. But anyway, get you out of the